Hello everyone and welcome back to my subscribers. If you're not already a subscriber, I'll put a link here for you. And please don't forget to like and share the video. It really helps with the ratings. Today I'm going to show you the Aftec extractor. Now the Aftec extractor is a fairly expensive extractor as the way extractors go, but it seems to solve a lot of extraction problems if your gun is having an extraction problem. What that means is, unless you're having an extraction problem with your gun, don't go out and buy this. But it is a nice solution for your gun if you keep having problems with your 1911. Basically what it is, it's a self-tuned, or it tunes itself to extract for your gun. Most extractors have to be tuned to the gun itself, which means you take the extractor, you bend on it, you file on it, you buff the end right here, the extraction port. Let me see if I can get that to focus in there. You have to fine-tune this tip right here to make it just so for your particular gun. Now mine, Springfield 1911, the same gun I used in the single stack championship video, it did have an extraction problem in the beginning when I first got it. It was inconsistent where the brass would land, it would hit you on top of the head, it would stovepipe every once in a while. So I got one of these Aftec extractors. They're around 70 bucks, I believe, but it solved the issue. So what it is, like I said, it self-tunes itself. I guess that's redundant, but it comes with a couple of little springs that fit in the holes right here. And those two little springs fit in there. Then this top piece fits on top. And this provides the tension that you would normally do when you bend the extractor. Now, I've heard this from other people, and I have one of these in my Edge, my STI Edge, that sometimes when they put the Aftec in there, it doesn't function at all. I mean, the gun will just not, it has extraction problems. It turns out that it's too much tension on the gun itself. So what I've done, and I've heard this from other shooters that have had the same issue, is they take the front spring out. So this is the bolt face end right here. This is the part that's going to pull the brass out. Take this spring out right here like so. So we'll remove this, take one of our springs. Don't lose these springs, by the way. You can buy extras, and I recommend keeping them in your bag. So now we have a spring in the back, but not one in the front. And this reduces the spring tension. And it made their guns work. After a while, go ahead and put that other spring back in and see if you still have the problem. This will do the break-in period for the extractor. So run your gun like this if you start having extractor problems again with your new extractor. So one spring only. But putting this together is a little difficult to get it in the gun. You put your springs in, put that on top like so. We take our Series 70 in this case. I'll put a link to those other videos on the Series 70 and Series 80s, how to put the upper together. And so what we need to do is somehow get this in that hole without it coming apart. So I'm going to slide the extractor in like so, and now it stops right there. It won't go any further. So what we have to do is we have to depress that front spring just a little bit to get it under the lip. So I'm going to use my brass punch. I'm going to press on it and then try to slide the extractor in at the same time. Put my thumb on the back. This can be a little tight, and there we go. So now I got it started. Push it all the way in, and then we line up the extractor with this groove back here. Let me see if I can get the lighting just right on it. Close. There we go. And then it's just like anything else. We take our firing pin spring, drop it in, get our firing pin stop, put it right here, put a little pressure on this. Well, gotta hold it just right. Oh, one other thing, take a look at your firing pin stop regularly. You may notice a crack from somewhere in here, from the circle up usually is the way I usually see them. The gun will still work, but once it breaks catastrophically, you're not going to have it working anymore. So inspect your firing pin stop every so often for that crack. If you see it, it's time to replace it. And then we'll press this in like so. get it down below the surface and push the stop rather, in there. And so there we are. So it's fairly easy to put in, it's just you got to get past those springs somehow. Well, thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more competition shooting and gun reviews. Thanks.